Hey, what's up, you guys? I'm here at the Schmidt's Pub where I'm going to be talking with Krissy Marchante, who is a producer slash DJ out of Richmond, California. We're going to be talking about her new EP, her being a DJ, and also her clothing brand as well, which I'm wearing. So let's go check this out and see how this goes.
Krissy Marchante.
He gon' cut the check, yeah, he gon' cut the check, then it's on to the next on these bitches.
Happy Monday.
Yes, girl. Green tea. Green tea, okay. Iron. Ew, honey with green tea? Yes. Elegant.
And then add lemon brown sugar. Don't blame me.
Don't. This dude today at work, he was like, can I don't even sound picky, but can I get more brown sugar? And then the girl was like, what's wrong with white sugar? He's like, and I was like, I got you, man.
Alright, so I'm here with Krissy Marchante. Say hello.
What's up, guys? Coming to you live. No? Too much? Okay.
It's fine. So we're here at the Schmidt's Pub, and this is your favorite cafe spot, obviously. So first of all, how are you? Because I haven't seen you in like, was it 2 months since the YMTK show in the city?
Oh, yeah. That was a while ago.
That was. But you had a fun night because you were like emceeing and you were just like jumping around on the stage.
Yeah, like
it was
a bunny.
Yeah, like a deer, happy deer.
Yeah, there you go. I'm cool. Just, working every day like everyone else. Just working hard, just taking it day by day. I'm trying to get all my money together for LA so I can be comfortable down there.
Comfortable? Are you moving?
Yeah, I put my notice in for my lease or whatever, where I'm living in Richmond right now. And then my homie in LA, she's like going to check out hella spots.
Oh shit.
I told her choose anyone, dude. She keeps sending me videos. I'm like, bro, just.
Well, it doesn't matter. Just pick a place so I can sleep and eat and shit.
Yeah,
basically.
right, exactly. Yeah.
Well, congratulations, shit. I didn't know you were moving.
Thank you. I know. I'm trying to keep it on the. Not like, but no, I mean, but like, I'm not like, I'm moving, because I want to sign the lease before I'm like, it is what it is.
So why are you going to move to LA?
I find that, every time I travel down there or go down there, I get a lot more work done as far as, like networking, people taking me seriously or openly taking me seriously and showing a reaction to the things that I've done rather than the Bay. A lot of people know me in the Bay Area, but I find that I haven't been getting as much support as I would like. I kind of just need to go to LA also to, just for personal reasons, just want to leave the Bay for a little bit. I feel like I've done everything that I could do up here for right now. I think I would be wasting my time if I stayed here any longer.
So interesting. Yeah. So give me like a bio on Miss Krissy. So where you're from? You said you're from Richmond. And how old are you? With your credit card information?
Okay. All right. Easy. It'll get declined. Don't trip. I'm just kidding. I'm actually from Hawaii.
Okay.
Oahu, Hawaii, but I moved when I was about 4.
Mm-hmm.
My daddy was Air Force, so we moved to Travis Air Force Base. And then my mom got into UC Berkeley. She's an astrophysicist, so she's like a genius. So I was always getting in trouble because I tried to outsmart her. But yeah, you want to know as far as like,
Yeah,
I don't want to tell you my whole life.
No, okay, so I went to elementary school here. I had this best friend. No, not that.
I went to, Ocean View. It's a really tight community in Albany. Albany is a square mile, so it's kind of like Albany is right next to basically El Cerrito, and then, Hilltop. All those places are considered Richmond past Albany, and then that way is Oakland, Berkeley. So it's like a square mile. So literally, you can get out of Albany in like less than 10 minutes on foot. So it's not even like it's kind of like white out here, but it's kind of like it's hella white. Yeah, it is, right? Yeah,
don't sugarcoat it. It is hella white. So you're a DJ / producer. So how did you become a DJ and everything? Like, what's that whole backstory with you becoming that?
Sorry, I feel like I've said this many times, but yeah, for sure. Well, before I actually wanted to DJ, I wanted to be a pro skater.
Really?
Yeah, I skate. But I kept getting hurt a lot.
Oh.
But that didn't stop me. Like, you know, I'd drop in on the 9-foot. I'd be skating with all the bros. Broskies. I'm wearing Thrasher right now, actually. I can see that. You know what I'm saying? But I actually went to a concert. Well, I was always grounded. So, but my mom, she had a best friend, and her best friend's son was my best friend at the time. Mm-hmm. But like all the kids were kind of like knew each other because, you know, a tight community or whatever. So we go to this thing. It's like an event by Live 105. It's like the rock alternative station of the Bay. So we went. I'm like, okay, whatever. I just want to go out. Yeah. You know what I mean? I was 14, and my mom and the mom parked like across the street from the Shoreline Amphitheater. Mm-hmm. And they were like drinking coffee, just waiting for us, making like they had breathalyzers and shit. So then I went in there, and we were going to all the rock stuff, and then I kind of like dipped off, went to this huge tent. I looked over, it was like a huge tent. I'm like, what's over there? And it was called the Subsonic tent. So it was like house music, EDM. It was house music, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. House music, techno, that kind of shit. So I went, and I basically loved it. I saw Santo Gold, I saw Steve Aoki before he was really blown up, Dim Mak, when it was just his label, when it was getting started. That was the label that I used to really want to be on too. And then I saw DJ AM. That's my, role model. So he does like fusion of genres, which is like hip hop, house, oldies, rock, whatever, and makes it all work. But yeah, I saw him. He passed away, but that was like my idol. And but that's what like sparked it. And then I had told my friend who was a couple years older, like 4 or 5 years older, about it. And so he was kind of like a mentor, like a kind of like a brother mentor. And he had bought me a mixer, but he came and knocked on my door and talked to my mom. My mom loved him because he was like super responsible. And then he was like, "Do you think I could give her this mixer? Like I bought it, because I was grounded all the time." So,
damn, he
like,
bought it for you?
Yeah, he bought me a little dinky. It's called Stealth Control, Newmark Stealth. I still got it, and so I just, like was grounded, and I was always mad at my mom because I could never go out, but it was my fault,
Yeah, it's probably your fault.
Yeah. The first drug I took, I popped a little fizz pill. I didn't know what it was. I kind of knew what it was. I popped a Red Bull, and then I was fucked. And I hadn't smoked weed, I hadn't drank nothing. I was like, sure, fuck it. And like popped it. I'm like, oh fuck. And I got home, my mom was like, you're on drugs. And I was like, I'm sorry. And that kind of, and my mom lost our older brother, so she was super like at a young age, but she's very protective. Yeah. So off top, I
don't want that to happen to you and everything like that.
At all. Like my teenage years were locked down. So, but then that gave me time to like sit there and figure out Tractor. There weren't tutorials back then, There weren't tutorials. I figured everything out by myself. That's the program, the operating system that they use mainly in Europe. In the UK and all those places, like, you know what I mean? And out here they use like Scratch Live, Serato. I had to learn that recently, but yeah. So that means like I had a hell of downtime, and now I'm raw. I'm not. Not compared to like some battle DJs, but many DJs when they talking shit or whatever, I'm like, let's just battle. Let's just battle. You might take a badass selfie, you know what I'm saying, but come see me on the ones and twos. I know when someone's better than me, and I respect them, and I tell them, you're better than me for now. Always, you know what I mean? I'm like super competitive.
But I mean, you still have growth though at the same time. Like you're just like, no, like yeah, I'm great, but if you're better than me, then cool. It is what it is and everything. So describe your sound as a producer.
Hip hop for sure. That's like the way that I got my foot in the door. I felt like it was the easiest way through my EP because the whole women empowerment, hip hop, R&B, that's tight. But what I'm going for is more like soul-lectiony, kind of like keeping the doors open for R&B, soul, and hip hop, but keeping that culture in it, but making it so it's a 4/4, beat and a higher tempo. I mean, beats per minute, so you can play it in the club. You know what I mean? You can't really slap Aaliyah at the club unless
Yeah.
you could do it
Like
in a way where it's a remix.
Yeah, like what is it called, like a transition type of thing, whatever, or
Uh,
a different instrumental in the background or something.
Yeah, just like a remix. Like, you know, you take the acapella and you just, and it's hard because like when you're stretching acapellas, like, so if like Aaliyah's singing at like 68 beats per minute, you know what I'm saying? You could like double it, or you could do it time flex, and people don't understand. It's very hard. You can only stretch the audio acapella so much before it's distorted, like, or if it's too smushed the other way, it sounds like a transformer. Like, you have to see the wave table, the wave. It's so you have to like think about it. But you know, you don't want to go like under 100 beats per minute. Reggaeton is like 110, 102 to like 110.
That just sounds like a lot live, like just during like a live session. Like,
Oh, people are gonna fuck with that. People are gonna fuck with that when they're like dancing and then they hear like some shit. I'm like, oh, I can relate to this now. That's how you kind of pull people in. Like, they don't know what's going on. But if you can fuse like genres and, you know, you ultimately have a better party. Because everyone fucks with it. It's not just like waiting for the song to be over. Like, you got hella shit going on. Where you're like, okay,
it's
I don't know what's
kind of
going on.
You're shaking ass, but you're also like,
You're like,
on the record at the same time.
what's
Like,
going
okay,
on?
what's coming first?
Yeah.
All right, it's coming. There you go.
Right.
So you just recently put out an EP called Poon Typhoon, and you have Kinky on there, which you're a DJ for. We can talk about that first. And then you also have my good friend on there, Coco Cisco.
Oh, you know Coco?
Yeah. I like
Coco. I'm about to release a new single with her. I just recorded her in the studio like last week.
You know, like in class, she was always singing, and I'm just like, why aren't you like doing this? Like, what's up with you?
She just got signed,
Yeah, because she had moved to Canada, and then she like moved back here.
She speaks 3 different languages. She
I
speaks
know.
French and then that African
she's
thing,
ridiculous.
where she's like, and I was like, I met her in an Uber. I was Ubering, and I was with her and her mom or grandma or something. They just came from soul, like some soul spot in the city. Brenda's. And I was like that, and I was like, we were just in the car, and I was like, that smells hella good. And then she's like, it was hella good. But yeah, she's tight. She's a sweetheart. She's got a Beyonce voice.
Yeah.
She can go low instead of people go high like Ariana. She can go low and bring it right back up high.
Yeah,
and I'm like,
very,
wow.
like sensual, like R&B voice.
And she doesn't like that term R&B though. She was telling him, she's like rhythm and blues. Like, she's like, but it's not. I'm not. And I was like, all right, here we go. Here we go.
So talk about that that EP, and then also talk about how you and Kiki started working together.
So the EP, I was kind of like, I was telling Amanda, my manager, she was like, I was shout out on me, but I was like, I need to get, and when people Google my name, I need people to be like, okay, boom, like Apple Music, boom, makes sense. There she is, video, that's who the fuck it is. You know what I mean? And I needed to get content. Yeah, you know, so I had to get content out. So I was talking to Amanda about it, and then I was like, fuck it, I have enough beats to get an EP going. And Amanda's like really good at scouting people. So then she's like, let's go here. We went to an all-women cypher. You know, Amanda, like, I'm so stressed all the time. I'm always just like, I have to make it. And like, Amanda's like, listen. And then I'm like, no, kind of. And then like, I'll like gradually guide myself to like what she was talking about. And then I'll say it back to her. And then she'll be like, that's what I was saying.
You're like, fine, Mom.
Yeah, no, not even, you know what I'm saying? But we scouted these people out, and then we kind of went through the list of like who we thought like would work. And then some of them didn't work. One of the girls went to jail. The other had beef with another chick and didn't end up showing up. Just like catty. And yeah, right. And but we, you know, it worked out really well. I feel like all the girls pretty much connected with each other. At first, they're all kind of like cattying, like ooh, like I don't. Like, there's a lot of drama. There was mini drama, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, I feel like that it definitely worked out. I definitely talked to each and every girl individually, and explained to them what I was feeling with the beat. I wrote up a little, like, where I was at mentally when I was making it, and see if they could relate. But, like, you know, it's not, you don't have to be, like, on the exact same page, but, like, Like Coco did the 17 song, but that song I made when I was getting over my ex, girlfriend or whatever, fucking bitch. And no, I'm cool now. And but then, you know, that song was like closure, and it was really nice. Yeah. And yeah, it's like, so like, and a lot of the songs were also like me appreciating other people. Like the baddest started off of my homie Nad'e. Nad'e is a badass, but she's really outspoken on social media, but you know, in person she's very like low key, but she's a sweetheart. And she was just kind of having a rough patch too. Like I knew her little chihuahua and Chico or Chica, I forget. And but like that, you know, her dog had died, and at a young age she was going through it, and then she like cut all her hair off, and she quit drinking, and she quit smoking for a while, and then she started smoking again, and she started working out. And then I remember she made a video on Instagram, and she was talking about how she just got home. She was obviously tired. She wasn't like, I'm tired, but like, you know what I'm saying? And she opened up this box. You know, like, I guess people smoke weed. Be putting like weed in like secret boxes or whatever. And they like, you know what I'm saying? They take the box and they open it like, hey, this is my stash. So she's talking about how she like opened it up. She's like, if I'm, you know, she was opening it to see if she left like some weed in it. She opened it, and then like she like in the skit she like screams. It's like off her Instagram story, and she's like, this is why I'm the baddest. I'm like, you know what? This is why you're the baddest. Like, you know, to have maintain a positive attitude through everything we're going through with like Trump, like nationally, like all of that, you know. So I was like, let me take that, turn it into a fucking. Take some women empowerment, some K Bells from New Orleans, like, and some motherfucking King Key, and really just fucking make a banger, because you are the baddest type shit. So it's just like, it's a lot of women empowerment and moving past struggles. There's a lot of stories behind all of them, but for the most part, yeah. But, so the EP was, I find, successful in my eyes, because I finally got enough content out to have enough, like, where people will be like, okay, you're tight. You know what I mean? Like, I'm now in every situation where I'm networking or I'm with hella bros or whatever. They'll be like, what you got? And then I'll just like, you have Apple Music? And then, you know, in their mind, they're like, cool, she's like on ASCAP. She's distributed her music on all platforms. She's organized, you know, stuff's trademarked. I have a business card, like all that stuff. Like do my separate taxes for that. You know what I mean? Everything is organized. So as far as presenting myself and being ready to like go to LA, I feel like, you know.
You have to have like a strong but like an impressive like impression on yourself.
Right, like my portfolio, and everything takes so long. I feel like in everything to get done, like my electronic press kit, basically my DJ resume, my little bio picture, whatever, you know, those are all nights that I got ready, got work off, you know, got my shit together, made a set list, like did hella stuff, traveled hella far, like, you know, finesse my way in. And those are the most important ones I find. I put on a piece of paper that is my EPK, and someone could just glance at that and glance away, but ultimately that was a year of my life that I took to DJ almost every single relevant club in San Francisco. You know what I mean? So, I mean, but yeah, so Poon Typhoon was definitely like cool, cap. You know what I mean? It was like, that's moving on now. And right as I finished it, I was like, well, let's go, let's keep going. So now it's, you know, media, visuals, and then I have 3 singles almost ready to drop too. But yeah, Poon Typhoon, I'm glad it's done.
It was a very like successful like turnout though, because I remember like everybody was posting it, but just like the vibe that I got from it was the woman empowerment like type of album, and then also just made me like had some like it was very like a party type of like go out EP, but also just like I'm ready to fight somebody, but also look cute at the same time doing it. Like that's the vibe that I got from it. So
Exactly. Not necessarily like fuck niggas, but like, you know, well, yeah, almost. But you know, it's just kind of like, and it's like deep down every woman has that, like, even dudes, you know what I'm saying? Even some dudes, like, it's okay. Some people are just tired of like all of these things that we have to keep up with in a certain way you should act, and how things are unfair in this world. It's not a secret. Things are unfair, and it kind of, it is women empowerment, but it's like, you know, it's not like dudes are the devil, but it's like, you know, all the stuff that's unfair, it's just kind of like you're trying to push that energy away and amp people up so they can make it through their days to do what they want and do what they need to do in life. So
Is there another EP that you're working on or that's gonna be coming?
Well, as far as right now, I have a single with Coco. I have another single, and that's House. It's like,
can't wait to hear that.
yeah, it's like kind of like this, Disclosure.
No.
I bet you do. I bet you do though. I have Coco, which is like house music, but it's like mid-tempo. It's like slower, but it's like definitely it's got an R&B feel. And then I have another one where with a rapper, it's a remix. And then I have a Kehlani Saweetie remix too that I'm gonna get a whole bunch of dance crews to dance to. As far as like having an EP, I think we'll take a break. The hardest part about that EP was the collaboration with all these girls and their crazy schedules and their attitudes and the funks and the yeah, but right. But yeah, so I mean, as far as EP, no, I don't have one coming out. I'm focusing on presenting myself to labels and just need a little bit of support. To be honest with you, I need. It would be nice to have a little bit of help behind putting stuff out. Yeah, money. Yeah, yeah, I said it. Yeah, money, dinero. Okay, okay. Which is not a big deal. I mean, what do you? It's not like Drake's putting out his music. Yeah, it's not like Drake's putting out his album with his own money. Like his label's doing it for him.
Right.
Because
it's also a sacrifice too at the same time.
Right. So I'm not gonna like put a whole bunch of more money into another EP. I'm trying to have
take your time and everything with it.
Yeah, like these 3 singles, cool. Get a mix, master, whatever, promote it. Get the cover arts. Then I'll have 9. That was intense math. 9 songs out. You know what I mean? And then I'm like, cool, because I need house to present, because I'm trying to apply to like EDC or like house festivals too. I want to, like DJ Mustard it up a little bit, except like better, because,
I mean, it's okay to say that.
he doesn't even produce anymore. He has a DJ Mustard like team that produces. That's how that works, yeah.
Wow, that's trash.
Kinda, yeah. I mean, he don't really need to do anything anymore. I mean,
just say Mustard on the beat.
Yeah.
Basically. So you also have your clothing brand, which I'm wearing right now.
Thank you.
Krissy Marchante, which I also model for. So I did. It was nice. Check that out. Breezdelight. So you have shirts. You're selling shirts. Where can people buy them? And are you gonna like make other merchandise like fanny packs or hats?
Yeah. So I sold like the first half, made a good amount of money, paid off what I paid for them. You can buy them on, there's a link on my, I have an apparel page. It's like krissymarchante.apparel on Instagram. And then I think there's a link in the bio. You just click in, choose your size. Yeah, you can still buy them. I am gonna make more, definitely. As soon as I get situated in LA, I'll probably make like 10 jerseys, just like exclusive, and just kind of sound like 60 a pop or whatever. Just to a couple people, I mean, but like I said, until I have a little bit of people behind me, I'm not into clothes. I'm not into, look, I'm wearing spandex and a hipster shirt, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, I would love to like get into clothes and design and all that stuff as soon as I have a little bit of help with everything else, because I feel like I don't want to spread myself too thin, because then I turn into a mean person.
That's not good.
Super grumpy, yeah.
That's not good.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like everyone's been there. When I went to school and DJ'd and had like 2 jobs and made music, I was evil.
So let's talk about the industry a little bit, because we all know that being like a female artist or a female DJ, it's very difficult while being in a male-dominated industry. So what are some things that you've gone through being this business as being a female DJ?
Well, like, I'm not an opener DJ. I'm gonna just start you out right there. You know what I'm saying? I don't care how it works. Like, if you're hiring me, like when I've been hired in the past as an opener DJ, like I look at the camera like, if I was hired, I need to be at least before the headliner. I don't know, excuse me. just guys just don't let you do exactly what they want. If they feel that you're gonna surpass them in any way, they're not gonna fucking hire you. And then when they hire you and then you do a way better job than them, and don't tell me that I didn't, because I know I did. And then, you know, come in positive, very humble, grateful, you know what I mean? You get on the mic, you know your setup is, I know how to set up anything here, like, you know what I mean? I get it. I asked the next DJ, what tempo would you like me to be on, like, as, you know, a courtesy. Like, what do you want me at? Like, you know? But it's just, yeah, it's guys dominate it. And there's guys that are sweet and kind and understand where you're coming from. Like, you know, shout out DJ Tussie, Espinoza. You know, those DJs are like established and they're kind, you know what I mean? They just, you know, they get it. But as far as like other DJs, and the worst part is it's like, you know when something's happening and it's like they don't want to even address it. And that's the part that's very frustrating because it's hard. It's like, what are you going to do? Like, you're going to show up and like, it's just not in my personality, which might be a downfall, to suck up, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I could be humble, respectful. I'm not gonna walk in the club like, oh, I'm all that. Like, I come in like, hey, like, how are you? Like, how's the fucking baby? Like, you know what I'm saying? But people be hating on me. People be hating. A lot of people recognize me and say what's up to me and comment on what I'm doing, and, you know, like, you know, keep doing you, like, you're dope or whatever, but there's a lot of people that hate, and it's like, I don't want to, like, you know, get into it that much, but they know who they are, and, like, and it's funny because, like, it's just funny because it's like,
because I mean, at the same time, like, you're working, you're doing what you need to do, and it's just like there's no reason for you to hate on the way I'm moving because you're moving the same way too. So I don't know.
But I'm not, because I'm gonna surpass most of these DJs, and they don't want to help me. And it's funny because it's like, whatever, then so be it. I'm out. I'll come back when I have a gig or whatever. I'm gonna find someone who will be like, yo, you're tight. Like, you know what I'm saying? You need to be here with me at this time so we can meet this dude who can help you out with this and get you sponsored by this. Out here, it's like, oh yeah, you hella tight, but, you know, we only gonna pay you $100 an hour. I'm like, bitch, I can't do that for $100. Bitch, I'm a waitress, Uber driver. I could do that in 2 hours in Uber. I could do that in 300, 200 when serving in a day. You know what I'm saying? I make 5 a day doing normal people shit. You know what I'm saying? Fuck, I look like doing what I fucking do, what I've been doing for $100 a fucking hour, bitch. Pay me a rack. What the fuck is wrong with you? I don't give a fuck if my followers aren't 4,000 yet. You know what I'm saying? Like, that shit don't matter.
It's all about what you've done too and everything, because I feel like you've done a lot, so it's just like, I don't get why you can't just respect me and pay what you need to pay.
Some people do though. Some people are like, you know what, you're tight. Or some people be like, oh, like a gig I did ago, he was like, yo, we can't pay you this, we can pay you less, but like we fuck with you hella tough, you could be the headliner, and they're like, you know, this is like going to donations to most of it. And I'm like, okay, yeah, fuck yeah, I'm in the, you know, I'm in the bitch. Like, I'll get on the mic, I'll help any DJ who needs help, I'll get in there, I'll dance myself. You know what I mean? And like, that's like, okay, cool, but, you know, I can't be doing that every fucking time. Yeah. I can't be doing that every time.
Yeah, but damn, his heels were loud. Okay. Shit. So if you can DJ for anybody, who would you DJ for?
Kiki.
Well, I know that, but I mean, like, any other artist. No?
I don't want to DJ for anyone else. You know, I already built a relationship. But I met her a long time ago at this, I'm not even going to say the party series, but this party series. And I met her, and I remember I was DJing her part, and I was like, I met her later. I went hyphy for her. I'm like, this is tight, oh my God. And we were at, where was that? Where were we? El Rio? Which one? El Rio, the bar? Yeah, we were at El Rio in the city. And then I met her. I was like, oh, no. We were at Slate. I was at Slate. Yeah, Slate. And I was like, this bitch is hella weird. No, I'm just kidding. This bitch got an afro.
Yeah, okay. This is before the...
I was like, yo, check out this fake rapper. I'm just kidding. No, she was tight. She was tight as fuck. I was like, you're tight. But that night that I met her, I was very distracted. I had fought my ex. No, my ex had came to my house, and I told her to come, so she wanted to come to the gig, and then she freaked out and punched me in the face. Whatever. And then so I was frazzled, you know what I mean? Okay. Very frazzled. She slashed my tires. I was like, fuck, I changed my tire, didn't do my makeup, rushed to the city, forgot my headphones, hella shit. Yeah, so I got there and I met Kim, like, okay, you're tight, whatever, cool. And then about like 6 months later, I had seen her again when we were at El Rio. And I'm like, oh, I remember this song, this is tight, whatever. And then she was like, hey, like, you know what I'm saying? Because the first time she was like, she told me, she was like, yeah, this DJ, like, she's tight, like, she's tight. And she tells me she followed me, and then I didn't follow her back, and she unfollowed me. But I don't be paying attention to people who follow me, right? I don't be paying attention. Anyway, and then, what was I saying? Oh, but then we started, like, talking, and then I think, I don't know, bruh. I mean, we just gradually started, like, bumping into each other. I think, I went to, do you remember? I don't fucking know.
Yeah, because I went to her album release party because I started to notice her too. And then went to her album release party, and it just was like, it just kept coming up, and she kept coming up. And finally we all met, yeah, and then
and then I was like, Amanda, I have to.
Yeah.
I was like, I have to become her DJ before anyone else takes it.
She was like, yeah, that girl Key, like, she hit me up doing that, and I was like, yes, this is perfect.
Yeah.
Translucent.
Yeah, I know. And I was actually here when I was like, fuck. I was thinking about, like, I have to call her, and I told him, like, I have to call her. I have to call her, and I'm gonna tell you, I need you to fuck with me. I want you to be your DJ. Yeah. But then I was sitting here, and then she texted me. She's like, hey, I'm gonna call you. And then I was like, right here. I was outside on the table, and I was like, okay, for sure. I was like, what is this about? And then she calls me, and she was like, hey. I was like, what's up? And she's like, I damn near need you to be my DJ. And then I was like, yes. I was like tight, and then so from there we kind of like, you know, we've done a lot of shows together, and I feel like we're finally like in sync, you know what I'm saying? We coordinate. I try to tell her to wear the cutoff dyke shorts, you know what I'm saying? And
the level of dykeness.
I tell her
the length is, you know what I'm saying?
Open jersey. I told her she needs to get a belly tat. I'll get her name tatted right here. You know what I'm saying? When we were in Brooklyn, she won't admit it. She wore one of my flannels when we were in Jamaica. We were walking to the corner store. We were getting a chopped cheese, so we were dressed the same. But no, yeah, she's tight. We're cool. I DJ for Kinky. That's what that is.
That's where it is.
Yeah.
What the loyalty is. I feel it though. It's fine.
So where do you see yourself in 5 years? All right, well.
No.
I know, right?
Bruh, I be stressed. No, but I find myself in 5 years, I want to be completely 100%. What?
Where? Hello?
I want to be self-employed 100%. I want to have my money, some of my money be working for me. But I want, to be, you know, I want to be DJing regularly, I can't say it, I'm not going to do it. Regularly.
You got this.
Whatever. But and I want my music to hit, you know what I mean? I want my music on the radio. The music that I'm making now needs to be on either BBC Radio 1 radio, which is like where the house music is acceptable, or 106 KMEL. Yeah, I mean, I wanted to be on the radio. Like, even now, I hit Big Vaughn, and I was like, what's up?
Say it will be, though. Speaking to Zixons, it will be.
Oh, for sure, yeah. Yeah, 100%. 100%. It's just like...
be so relevant that you can't be ignored.
Yeah, I know. I'm like...
I see you. All right.
I'm like obsessed with my... I'll be sitting there like stressed, and I'll call Amanda, and I'll be like...
Talk to me.
Let me tell you, I'm like, why?
I was like, it's time.
No, definitely not 2 a.m. It'll be like 5 p.m.
Yeah.
We're both asleep at 2 a.m. There's no...
You're like, there's a curfew time. Don't call me at this time.
I'll be asleep.
Same.
So do you have any advice for other young women that want to be an upcoming DJ or a producer or just like a self-employed bitch, queen, whatever.
Yeah.
So like,
just prioritize. Become a master at prioritizing. You know, what's gonna get you to the next level, and self-discipline is what you need. Don't play. You need to be self-disciplined. You need to say something and follow through. And if you don't follow through, it's not for you. If you feel like giving up, you should. If you feel like giving up, you should. Don't be scared of anybody. Everybody's just a human being. Be cautious. You know, be aware of your surroundings, but they just people. They just people putting on some show. Never get sucked into what, you know, try not to, it's hard, but try not to care about what other people think because you are what you are selling, you know? So, you know, but yeah, it's like definitely, you just got to be persistent and consistent and just keep going, stay focused, and keep your nose clean, don't doubt yourself. You know, keep your loved ones close, you know what I'm saying? And, try to be active, you know what I'm saying? The mind needs to be active, you know, go on a run, you know what I mean? Exercise a little bit, you know, sometimes you get caught up in all of this and all that, you know. Find something that you like to do to separate you from it so, you know, you don't drive yourself crazy.
That was beautiful. That was nice.
Thanks.
so where can people find you and where can people, you know, want to book you and all that jazz?
Well, I mean, pretty much everywhere, like on Instagram. You can reach me at, you can book me at, you know, krissymarchante@gmail.com. My Instagram is Krissy Marchante, no periods or nothing, just Krissy Marchante. krissymarchante.com, you know what I mean? It's the same thing, everything's trademarked. My manager's cell phone, 510, I'm just kidding. You can find me, okay? You can find me. You just, you know, send me a DM or, you know, email me. And my phone number is on my Instagram. As of right now, I'm not signed to anything, so I'm very self-employed and I do everything myself, you know what I mean? With the help from my manager. So, yeah, you know where I be. Yeah, well, thanks for taking the time, you guys. You guys are amazing. Yeah.
You dope too.
Oh, thanks.
You're pretty legit, I must say.
Wait, you live around here?
I live in Hayward.
Oh, okay, that's hella far.
I know. I'm thinking about that traffic.
Oh, Richmond?
That's it. Make sure you hit her up, book her, DM her, shoot your shot, all of that.
Tight.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Bye.
Back to you.